One of the aspects of the Bachelor of Creative Technology Studios that is coveted throughout the school is that the workspaces are very fluid, everything can move. And one of the pieces of equipment that's been very vital to the transformation of our learning spaces has been the mower screens. Because they're able to be moved, they can be used for lots of different environments and scenarios. Some examples include students who have made interactive works for exhibitions, for presentations for papers, and for conferences, using other equipment such as the Microsoft Kinect cameras to create interactive art pieces and so on and so forth. We've also had situations where we've used the mowers in a classroom situation where because each paper has several projects going on at the same time, we can dedicate one screen per project, which is quite useful for students who are doing presentations to the rest of their group, where we don't have enough screens already in a classroom to facilitate that. Another technique that's been quite interesting and useful has been live casting of people's workstations into other learning environments. One example where this occurred was where we had a master's student simply casting their screen while they were working on their own master's project into the undergrad spaces using the Apple TVs and the mowers. This allowed students to see everything. They saw mistakes, they saw them looking up new techniques on the internet, and really allowed them to demystify the process of creative practice. The mowers have also been integral in the development of a community of practice around game development, and have been used a lot for inviting external partners into the university to show their work not only to students but to other guests that we've invited in, namely at the events which is the New Zealand Game Developers Conference, which is run yearly, and also the Auckland Game Developers Meetup, which is run monthly, and we have up to 200 people from the industry coming in and using that equipment. So because they are fluid, we're able to use them in much the same way that all of the other fluid equipment in the spaces are used.
And what have the students thought about these new approaches to teaching and learning, Ben?
It does have a little bit of a learning curve initially, but it does become second nature by around about second year for them they're coveted pieces of equipment and used very often.
Thank you very much.